Welcome to the Crazy Happy Podcast. Thank you for dropping in for your quick dose of crazy happiness and a quick hit of positivity. Welcome to episode 17. Today's show is sponsored and brought to you by Women's Empowerment Training Institute, empowering women and youth through engagement and exposure. Hello, good morning, guys. I am excited about today's topic. I kind of gave you a little brief interlude on it. Today's topic is change your mental zip code. Say what? Yes, change your mental zip code. And I love this idea and I love this analogy. I love this topic. I was originally exposed to it and introduced to this Change Your Mental Zip Code by Lisa Nichols. She's an amazing motivational speaker and author, and she's a lady who was on the movie The Secret. I don't know many people who have not seen The Secret, but it is an absolutely amazing documentary. And so changing your mental zip code, what does this mean? Well, here's the thing. When we are expecting something new, this basically means that we have to do something new. Yep. So the old way of doing things, of course, will never work with a new expectation, because if we do what we've always done, we all know that we will get what we've always gotten. And so here I want to tackle the mental zip code, though, because a lot of times we think in action. And yes, action, yeah, that's what that is definitely a part of it. But here's the thing, when we tackle the mental part, the mental component, everything else follows that, because nothing gets done without the thought. I'm going to say that again. Nothing gets done without the thought. So I think it's wise that we attend to our thought first, okay? And so here's the thing. When we think differently, then what happens to us in our experiences will also be different. Okay, so here's the thing. Ask yourself, what are the side effects of changing my mental zip code? What will be the side effects of changing our mental zip code? Because I'm going to share a couple of nuggets with you. I call them knowledge nuggets about changing your mental zip code and some side effects of it, because everything comes with a price, but the one that you pay will be beautiful. And so, number one, what are the side effects of changing your mental zip code? Well, let me tell you. You will have to leave some old things behind. Yep, I know. You're like, no. Yes, you will have to leave some old things behind. Now, I like to think of it like when you're moving. So when we're moving to a new location and we're packing up the house and we're getting ready to move, we realize that some of the things we have will not fit, will no longer fit in, will no longer complement the new environment we're going to, right? So, and we haven't been able to see these things because guess what? They fit in so well with the old place that we've come accustomed to them. They blend in, they no longer stand out as an issue. But when you're packing the boxes and you're putting all of your stuff, right, into the boxes preparing to go to your new place, you look at a few things and you're like, this will seem out of place in my new place. Like your new place is posh. It's good, it's beautiful, it's new, that fresh new smell and that fresh new smell. And you think to yourself, this old kind of rusty thing, this won't go with the new place, right? So you have to leave that behind. But guess what you have to do first? You have to make a decision. You have to decide that you're going to leave it behind. And so that's the first thing we have to do. We have to make a decision when we are changing our mental zip code. We have to make a decision that we're willing to accept what comes along with taking this new leap, right? And then we have to let go. So the first one was we have to leave some old stuff behind. And then the second one is we have to let go of the things that will not serve us well in this space. So in the new mindset of life, that means you're going to have to let go of some old mindsets. And guess what, guys? It also means you're going to have to forgive. Yep. You're going to have to forgive some people when you journey into this new zip code. So the first one was we have to leave. And the second one is we have to let go. And here's my favorite part. Some people will say, well, what about friends, close friends that are like family? And what about family? Because, we can't leave family behind, right? Especially if they're living in the house with us and they're moving with us. So you say, well, what do I do with this? I mean, I can't get rid of my family, right? How do I change my mental zip code when I have the person going with me, moving with me, and they're with me? This simply means that you no longer need to judge them. Your new mental zip code means that judgment goes. You simply allow them to be who they are. And I love when Esther Hicks talks about the art of allowing. You simply let them be who they are. Because this is what happens. When your thoughts change and your mindset changes, so will what you pay attention to. I'm going to say that again because this is something I learned from Dr. Dyer's book. You will see it when you believe it. When we change our thoughts, right, we're going into a new mental zip code. We're changing our mindset. That is, when your thoughts change and your mindset change, so will what you pay attention to. So when I decided I no longer wanted to pay attention to things that were not loving and kind, that didn't have anything to do with me at all, so did what I pay attention to. So I now see more things that are loving, that are kind. This is what happens. You will easily ignore negative behaviors. You will ignore them more easily when your thoughts and your mindset changes. So those people that we have in our life that we're tied to, right? We're tied to, number one, limit your amount of time that you have with them. Number two, just don't judge them because we suffer when we judge. So just don't judge them. Allow them to be where they are. And then the next one is your perception will completely change when this happens. You will no longer have judgment about that person. You let them be. If they're miserable, you let them be as miserable as they are. If they're happy, you let them be as happy as they are. Because sometimes people are happy and we even judge that. We'll say things like, it doesn't take all that. And that's ridiculous. That's judgment, right? I love what Byron Katie says, though. She talks about 3 types of businesses. She said there's my business, your business, and God's business. And at every given time when we're changing our mindset throughout the day, ask yourself, is that my business, their business, or God's business? Because God's business is what we cannot control, right? So why even worry about that? And then their business is something that has nothing to do with us. And then what's my business is what I will attend to in loving and in a kind way, right? And so you'll attend to your business. I'll attend to my business more in this new zip code. And even if someone is close to us, they still have their personal space. So we'll focus on what we want to expand. And everything else will follow suit. I'm going to say that again. We'll focus on only what we want to expand, and everything else will follow suit. And I can hear someone saying, well, if I have an issue, how do I deal with it? You deal with it from a place of love and kindness, right? You deal with it from a place of love, kindness, and compassion. So just like living in a new area, expect this. The people you see will change. Just like when we move into a new location, we have new neighbors, so we'll be introduced to new people. And you'll have to learn new information. So we get to learn new things all over again, because what we did was we're clearing space and making room for something new and positive and things that serve us well, right? And so our surroundings are going to change, but they'll change because we're becoming better. I'm going to say that again. Your surroundings will change when you change your thinking, and then you'll notice everything around you will become better. Will it be perfect? No, but it will be better. And perfect is just, actually, it's based on your perception. It's based on your perception. So here's the thing. The last thing I want you to know is this, and expect this. Everyone will not be happy about your new location. They will say things, but that's not your business, as Byron Katie says. That's not your business. Your business is to position yourself so you can help others. And this is what happens, excuse me, this is what happens when you take time to invest in your own growth. I hope this episode has served you well. You know what I say, be light, be love, be you.